Bro, look at this. Look at this. Same exact clip. One looks like it was filmed on a security camera from 2009, and the other one looks like a whole cinematic production. Same clip. Yeah, color correction does that. Scary, right? Anyway, Assalamualaikum everyone, it's your boy Eli Bai with an underscore, because some guy already took the name without it, and I will never forgive him for that. Moving on. Okay, so real talk. I know a lot of you have been in that situation. You see an edit, the quality is insane, the colors are perfect, everything just feels so clean and cinematic, and you think to yourself, yeah, I can do that. And then you open After Effects. And suddenly your clip looks like it's going through something emotionally. Like, bro, the footage was fine, it was living its best life, you added 3 effects and now it needs therapy. But honestly, that's exactly why I'm making this video. Because color correction sounds complicated, but it really doesn't have to be. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to do it in the most practical way possible. So yeah, let's just get into it. Alright, so first things first, manual method. Now, before we even touch color correction, the most important thing that literally nobody talks about is clip quality. Like, if your raw footage looks like it was exported from a DVD from 2003, no amount of CC is gonna save it, bro. So make sure you're working with the highest quality clips possible. 4K if you can, and if your clips aren't 4K, upscale them with Topaz or any video enhancer before you even open After Effects. Trust me on this one. Higher the quality going in, better the CC coming out. That's just how it works. Okay, so open up After Effects, get your clips in, and the first thing we're gonna do is add an adjustment layer. Hit Ctrl plus Shift plus Y, and boom, there it is. Now everything we add is going on this adjustment layer. First effect, S_sharpen. Just search for it, drag it onto the adjustment layer. Now I know it looks scary with all those options. Don't panic. We're only touching 2 things. Just copy my settings and move on. Don't overthink it. Next up is BCC Unsharp Mask. And before you say anything, no, it's not what it sounds like. It's not making anything unsharp. It's actually like a more advanced version of sharpening. The name is just built to confuse people, I think. Anyway, drag it on, tweak just these values here, and see? Already looking way more crisp. And we haven't even touched color yet. Now, hue and saturation. Drag it on. Now these are my usual settings, but please don't just blindly copy them. Every clip is different. Look at your clip, adjust according to what it needs. If it feels too saturated, pull it back. If it looks dull, push it a little. Use your eyes, bro. That's literally the whole skill. Next, curves. Just a small tweak here. This is mainly for exposure. If your clip feels a little too dark, lift it up slightly. Too bright, bring it down. Small adjustments only, don't go crazy. Okay, now comes the real part. Red Giant Magic Bullet Looks. This thing is a whole different level, bro. Search for Looks, drag it on, and click Edit to open it up. Now, it looks overwhelming when you first open it, I get it. But we're only using like 2 or 3 things inside here, so calm down. First thing, add contrast, just to balance out the dark areas and give the clip a bit more punch. Not too much, just enough. Then, add a little fill light. Brings out the detail in the darker parts without blowing anything out. And now, my personal favorite, Optical Diffusion. In simple words, it adds a glow. like a soft cinematic glow over the whole clip. And bro, look at that difference. That one effect alone changes the entire vibe of the clip. This is why I use it in almost every single CC I make. Next, edge softness. Now this one's optional, completely up to you. But what it does is adds this subtle soft blur around the edges, gives your edit that really clean, polished look. I like it personally. Try it and see if it works for your clip. And now, Colorista. This is where you actually set the temperature of your edit. So think about it. What kind of edit are you making? If it's a warm, emotional, or hype edit, increase the temperature. Push it toward that golden warm tone. If it's a cold, dark, or horror type edit, bring it down, keep it cool and harsh. I'm just going to increase mine slightly, just a little pinch of tint, tiny bit of exposure adjustment, and done. Last thing inside looks, clarity. Just a small amount, just to make everything feel a little more defined and crisp. Don't overdo it. And okay, already looking really good, like genuinely good. But there's one last thing missing, that final cinematic touch. So we're gonna add the looks effect one more time. Yes, twice. I know, just trust the process. And inside this one, we're going for that final cinematic layer. Now you have two options here. There's the haze effect, which is really trendy right now, gives that dreamy faded look. Or there's Telecine Net, which is what I personally use, gives it that old film cinematic texture feel. Try both, see which one fits your edit better. It's your choice. Look at that, bro. That's a full manual color correction right there. From scratch. You just did that. And honestly, if you watched this far, genuinely good on you. A lot of people skip the manual part because it feels complicated, but now you actually understand what each effect is doing and why. That's gonna make every edit you make from here on way better. Alright, that's chapter 1 done. Let's move on. Okay, so Chapter 2, and this one is actually insane. We are making color corrections using AI. Like, Claude is literally going to analyze your clip and generate the entire CC for you. We got AI making us color corrections before GTA 6 drops. Let that sink in. Anyway, let's get into it. So first thing, go to my description, there's a link there. Download that zip file, extract it, and inside you're going to find a file called skill.md. That's the skill file we're going to add to Claude. Now open your browser, go to claude.ai, make an account if you haven't already, it's free, and then just follow my steps on screen to add this skill. Done. Now click that plus icon and select the skill we just added. Simple. Okay, so now, to actually use this, you need a raw frame image from your clip. Just take a screenshot of any frame from your footage, the one you want Claude to analyze, and upload it. And then the prompt is actually stupidly simple. Just type --cc and then whatever mood or style you want. Like --cc cinematic, or --cc dark, or whatever fits your edit. That's it? Yeah, that's literally it. You can also add more specific things to the prompt if you want. It's actually a fun thing to experiment with. But the basic command is just that. So Claude is going to read that frame, analyze the lighting, the colors, the mood, and it's going to give you the exact effect settings and a ready-to-run .jsx script file. Download that file. Now open After Effects, select your adjustment layer, and then go to File, Scripts, Run Script File. Select that JSX file you just downloaded and boom, every single effect applied automatically in like 2 seconds. And that's your color correction, generated by AI from a single prompt. Now, one thing I'll be honest about, it has a small issue with the looks effects right now, so those you'll have to add manually. But don't worry about that, I'm already working on fixing it. But even without that, look at what we just did. One prompt, one script, full CC applied. If that's not the easiest thing you've ever done in After Effects, I don't know what is. And if you want that extra cinematic finish, just throw on a looks effect manually like we did in Chapter 1, add your telecine or haze, and there it is. Fast, easy, and honestly really good for how little effort it took. Alright, one more chapter left, and this one is even easier somehow. Let's go. Okay, wait, if you're still watching at this point, this video low-key deserves a like, bro. And that subscribe button, like, why is it red? Make it gray, YouTube. It's giving me anxiety every time I look at it. Just press it so it turns gray and we can all move on with our lives. Anyway, but real talk, if you made it this far, genuinely respect that. You sat through a whole tutorial. You actually want to improve your edits. That passion? Keep it. Hold on to it tight. Because trust me, it will leave you at some point. Usually around 3 AM when After Effects crashes and you forgot to save. Anyway, Chapter 3, the final one. And this one is so easy it's almost embarrassing. Like, I feel bad calling it a method. It's basically just existing and downloading a file. So just open Google and search elibai.store. No underscore, just elibai.store, and head over to the site. Now go to the store, and bro, look at what's in here. Transitions, presets, animations, everything in one place. Free. Just pick whatever you need, download it, done. It's literally the equivalent of, you studied all night for an exam, and your friend shows up with the answer sheet. Both of you pass. Nobody has to know. Is it cheating? Maybe. Does your edit look cinematic? Absolutely. Moving on. And hey, go check the comments down below and tell me what feature you want me to generate next with AI. Like, what do you actually need? More CC styles, transitions, scripts? Whatever it is, drop it down there and I'll make it happen. Oh, and also, if you're a brand or you're looking for a video editor, I'm just gonna leave this here. There's a Hire tab on the site. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying the tab exists. My rates are reasonable. My edits speak for themselves. And if you don't hire me, that's fine too. I'll just be here, making tutorials, talking to a camera. Totally fine. But seriously though, thank you for watching this whole thing. I hope at least one of these 3 methods actually helps your edits level up. That's genuinely all I want. I'm Eli Bai with an underscore, and I'll see you in the next one.